Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Tigers will kick this away to start us off. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Set up. It's a first down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. It's an option look. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He pulls it in for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the Noles pick up enough to get a first down there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Ringo. Come on, set.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for big gains.
The Noles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
The call is a quarterback sneak, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down, but no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
As a design quarterback keeper. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. The 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead, he took it all the way to the end zone.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Game moves the ball to the 43. 1st down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, and it's incomplete. They call a screen on 1st down, but he just dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Comes offense is back out there. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll run it to the left. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Florida State 3.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He cannot escape. The defense with a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the option play here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that one is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They're going to run it. Eludes a tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection. Because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Tigers churn out another first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And here's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. And how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit. long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time it's complete.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on 3rd down to even get into field goal range. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Only 11 seconds in the first half as they'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. The short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the handoff. Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Grab behind the line. It's Powell. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Great move in the open field. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's swarmed by the defense.
Big decision here on the road for this offense on 4th down. These are the calls that can either suck the energy out of the stadium if it goes in your favor, or it can hype the home crowd up that much more and give them momentum if you're stopped.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Clemson. That puts them on top in the second half.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quarterback's got it on the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the 1st down himself.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass is caught, but they say he's out of bounds, so an incompletion.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Brought down at the 9-yard line. 4th down coming up.
And the Noles will look to convert here on 4th down.
Belly stunner. Spider.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a 1st down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
The Noles will line up here on 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket now. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Picks up 9.
Looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost some 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. They'll run it from the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Contact as he threw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And that is no good. And with the miss, we remain tied.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head at the kicker.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over their running back so far.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Number 42, with the grab and the score.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
They're off for the extra point.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's running out of time here. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. And the quarterback dropping back. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Seminoles will crank up the tempo. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
And the Noles will have to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A lot of times college quarterbacks get more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Catch made on the sideline, and he stays in bounds.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Looking to chuck it again. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Knowles.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Off the RPO, caught to the right. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Tigers will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. They go with a direct snap. He shreds the tackle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
return are brought down by that coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Second down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
You better be careful with your backup quarterback. You got to protect him better. They've already lost the starting quarterback. They cannot afford another injury.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13.
Here we go.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the goal line. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. No room for mental errors here in overtime. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 7. And that's good enough for first down.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on those first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hits the running back in the flat. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
3rd and long in obvious 4-down territory. They'd love to at least get a chunk of it here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the defender miss. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And he knocks through the PAT.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 31 all.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pocket. Here's a shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, I hate to state the obvious, but that's the risk you run right there. When you go for it on 4th and long in overtime, you really need your own defense now to get you off the hook.
And here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special or make a play to keep hope alive in this game. Direct snap to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
On the ready.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
We'll see what the strategy is on 3rd and short, where they just try to position the ball for a game-winning field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. He got it. The kick is good. They win it in double overtime.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive.